to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. We're not in the stitchery, we're in my bedroom. I know. Okay, so if you saw my first video, you saw all my crochet hooks. Today we are going to talk about my Furls hooks, which are my babies. I love Furls so much. You have no idea. They have saved my hands from multiple problems and they're amazing. Now, I have been asked several times, why pay for a Furls hook? What benefits do a Furls hook give you? What do you use a Furls hook for? All of that stuff. And even when I send people to the Furls website, again, I am not affiliated, I'm just a fan. Even when I send them to the Furls website, they still come back with me and go, yeah, so. Okay. So, this is the video. If you ask those questions, this is the video you want to watch. I am going to talk about my collection, and I'm going to talk about what I use them for, why I like them, and why I think they're worth the money. So, you ready? Here we go. Okay, so first we're going to talk about why I like Furls, why I think they're worth the money, that kind of thing. I swear we will get into the collection. If you know about Furls and you don't care about this kind of stuff, just fast forward to the collection part where you see all the pretty colors. That's fine. But for those of you who asked the question, that's what I'm here to answer. So, I understand the skepticism. I did so much research before I even considered a Furls hook. In fact, I will show you this. This is my notebook for my Furls research. All of this is research I did on Furls before I even considered buying one. I asked people who had one. I bothered the company several times on their Instagram, but they were very nice and very accommodating. I went on any video I could find, anybody reviewing a Furls hook. I have it all. I asked my friends who used Furls hooks, why would I use that instead of something else? So after seeing a bunch of videos, doing a lot of research, asking questions, never be afraid to ask questions, people. Questions get you answers, and we want answers. So I was still not 100% convinced. Then I saw this video that changed everything. I'm going to show you something that shocked me. So in my family, we have doctors, which is very handy these days. But I knew about, you know, stress in your hands, the nerves, the muscles, all this kind of stuff. That's why I wear a wrist guard whenever I crochet. Sometimes I just wear them just because it's just more comfortable. When you close your hand, just close your hand. Do it with me, come on. Okay, not tight, you're just closing your hand. All right, do you see this opening right here? Okay, don't move. Turn your wrist. This is a typical regular crochet hook. Ready? I have not moved. Okay. That is because this is the normal resting position for your hand. You can even just do this and flop. I have not changed anything. This is just my natural hand. I'm trying to show you guys, so hold on. Like, flop and back. See? Nothing. This is very loose. I am not gripping anything. This is just natural. This is too small. It falls right through every time. Every time. Okay? Here is a regular polymer clay crochet hook. And flop. Better, but still falls through. Okay. Furls hook. Ready? I didn't grip it. I haven't moved my thumb. This is made for your hand. It fills that hole because otherwise you are putting more pressure on all of these tendons, all of these muscles, and this one in particular, which goes down and can cause elbow pain. That's where you get tendonitis and tennis elbow and that kind of stuff. So these are literally made for people's hands. It fills that little spot. Unlike this, this is better, but still, it's not round enough. So, okay, so there is a video that Furls made talking about how their design is made for your hand, so it will help eliminate some pain. There's a whole lot less pressure going on than doing this. Same with pencils, pencil grippers. See how your fingers don't have to clench? That is what convinced me. That was the last domino of all my research to fall that made me go, all right, I at least have to try this. So my very first Furls order was one Odyssey, one wood, and one streamline. Not necessarily these, I just, one of each, because I didn't know which one would benefit me the best. I heard Odyssey was great for amigurumi. I heard wood was great if you have trouble with the weight of an Odyssey, because it is a little bit heavy because it's balanced. See? And then resin is a little bit stronger than wood, and also it might have a slicker finish. So I just decided to try them all. And the conclusion was they're all good for different things. And I still have all three, and I still use all three. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, so getting into my collection, I'm going to talk about each hook and show you the colors, of course. And then I'm going to tell you what I like to use them for. Okay? You ready? I'm excited. I love showing off color. Color is fun. So, real quickly, I am one of those people who lives by color codes. I absolutely love to color code things. So color coding my projects, color coding my hooks. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Do I need this many hooks? No. But do I need this many hooks? Yes. I absolutely do. I don't have every single Furls hook they've ever made. No way. I stick to the wood streamline, the resin streamline, and the Odyssey. However, I do really want to try a candy shop because it reminds me of my favorite hook ever. Where is my baby? This one. It reminds me of this. A couple of the shapes remind me of this, and so it was like, ooh, I want to at least try one, you know? All right, but Furls. Let's talk about Furls. So let's talk about the streamline wood first. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous hooks. Just stunning, okay? All different kinds of woods. And the wooden ones they weigh nothing. Seriously. I mean, it feels like you're holding nothing. They are so lightweight. If you have trouble with any kind of weight in your hook, even the polymer clay is too heavy for you or something, wood. Wood is really, really great. I do not knit. However, I knit stitch a scarf I've been working on for 6 years. And the only knitting needles I will use are these gorgeous wooden ones my aunt got me. I won't use anything else First of all, she got them for me, so sentimental. But also, I just think wood and knitting are just perfect for each other. So when I found out that wooden crochet hooks existed, I had to try that. And they are wonderful. I love using wooden Furls hooks for making socks. Absolutely love using these for making socks. If you want to know what sock patterns I like to use, you can email me or comment below, that's fine. But yes, absolutely. Making socks, making hats. I like to make little accessories with them. I like to make like fingerless gloves, hats, not really scarves, but I like to make quicker projects with these. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Some people don't like using these for garments, and that's fine. I just think they're perfect for it. But that's just me. So let's look at the collection, shall we? All right, I'm going to try and remember the names of these. If I get them wrong, I'm really sorry. Well, let's start with camwood. This is a 6mm in the camwood. It's like this honey color. It's so pretty. This is silver oak. I love this one. It reminds me of like a cheetah print. See if you agree. This is just what the wood does. It's so beautiful. And these are all handmade, by the way. Furls are all handmade. This is teak. They're just beautiful, in my opinion. Okay, now we have the swirl ones. So I have, I'm gonna get this wrong, I think peppermint, cruella, and carousel. So peppermint, not in stock right now, but keep checking. They usually show up around November, so, because it's kind of a Christmas hook. Isn't that gorgeous red in there? It's just so pretty. And then I have cruella, which is like black and white, obviously. So stunning. And then carousel, which is appropriate. Totally reminds me of like a carousel on a merry-go-round. And those are the wood hooks. And I have duplicates in some of the colors. So that was the wood hooks. Next is streamline resin. I love streamline resin. I happen to think, and I know that this is not a popular opinion, but I honestly think streamline resin and cotton yarn are very good friends. I love using my streamline resin to make hot pads, dishcloths, washcloths, face scrubbies, all of that kind of stuff. I love using those for cotton yarn. Also the softer cottons as well, like for tops and little shawlettes and just stuff like that. I love using my resin hooks for that kind of thing. Also, they're really great with polyester yarn. My bigger ones have made some adorable slippers. So that's what I use them for. You want to see the collection? Of course you do. That's why you're here. They are discontinued. I'm very sorry. I didn't get this video out in time, but they are discontinued, which is also why I have so many of them. This is the Streamline Cream Swirl. Aren't those pretty? Ah! There we go. So gorgeous, right? And this is Cookie. So yeah, cookies and cream. And I have an entire set of these because 1, Furls discontinued them. 2, a woman on Etsy was getting rid of her collection last year and I scooped a bunch up. And 3, I've gotten lucky with some of those like buy 2 get 3 free kind of deals. So, but isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look at these. They're all the exact same, but because they're hand poured, they're all different. Like this one has a lot of white in it, you know, and this one is really dark, which is so awesome. I love that. I love that you can have an entire collection of the same hook, but they're all different. This is the cherry swirl. Doesn't it look like a melted candy cane? To me it does, and I love how they're like the opposite of each other. How cool is that? See, this one's white at the top, this one's white at the bottom. Isn't that cool? Okay, so these are discontinued, I'm sorry, but just wanted to show you because they're here. This is my coffee hook. It's discontinued, but I don't call it my coffee hook. I call it my casket hook. Nerd moment. Okay, so if you've ever seen the show Castle, when they finally get together, they are called casket. So this is my casket hook. Why? Because in the episode The Blue Butterfly, they are kind of in a like film noir-esque story where they're working on a cold case, and so they use the characters to like play the old characters from the past, and Beckett's character and Castle's character are the couple, and she says, "He's the cream in my coffee." So I thought that was too perfect because that's exactly what it looks like, cream in coffee. Okay, nerd moment over. You ready for the big collection? The colorful collection. Okay. Give me a minute while I sort these because that's the easiest way to do this. Okay, as far as I know, none of these are discontinued. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are all still around. So we have the Galaxy Collection, the Zodiac Collection, and the Glitter Collection. I only have one glitter, so here's my little lone wolf. This is part of the Glitter Collection. This is called the Tinsel Hook. They made it for Christmas last year. I think it should be called the Christmas Spirit Hook. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this hook. Okay. Now, moving on. All right, so the Galaxy Collection is pretty much what you think. Things in the universe, things in the stars and the sky. So first we have Andromeda. Isn't that pretty? This is Jupiter. These two are Polaris. Fun pink color. I was so happy when they finally made a pink. I like pink. These two are Supernova. And Borealis, which honestly, this is a Disney villain's hook. I mean, you can't convince me otherwise. This is a Disney villain's hook. Tell me this doesn't remind you of Maleficent or Ursula's magic. I mean, look at that. Totally reminds me of their magic. Okay, next we have the Zodiac Collection. Now they have 8 out of the 12, I think. Oh, I could be wrong. But for Gemini, the newest one, they actually made 2 hooks because the 2 brothers. And we will talk about that one last since that's the newest one. All right, so first we have Aries. Fun fact, I call this one my Scarlet Witch hook. My nerd is showing, I know. This is Taurus. Beautiful purples in there. This is Aquarius, which looks exactly like water. It's amazing. And the other blue is Pisces. I think this is my mom's favorite. The deep blues and the little shimmer that's in there. Yeah. Virgo. A lot of green. With some blue and a little bit of yellow in there too. Sagittarius. This is one of my favorites. Look at that. And the glitter is multicolor. How fun. I mean, can you see? Yeah. I love this hook. And then my other favorite, well, I don't know. I have a lot of favorites, but I really love this one. It's Capricorn. Tell me this doesn't look like a geode. Seriously. How stunning is that? I swear they just get better. Oh, I love it. Love it. That's also why I have two. And here we go. At the time I'm filming this, hopefully I get it out before they have a new release, but at the time I'm filming this, their newest streamlines are the Gemini collection, for which they made 2 hooks because of the 2 brothers, Pollux and Castor. If you're not a Greek mythology nerd like me, Pollux and Castor are the 2 brothers who make up the Gemini constellation. Why? Because one died and the other one went to Zeus, his father, and said, please don't let him die. I want him to be immortal and let's live together forever. So he made them the constellation. So they named the hooks Pollux and Castor, which just made my little mythology heart all aflutter. So Castor is the black one and Pollux is the white one, and they're just so stunning. They get one by one. They deserve it. Look at that. This is Pollux with that gold glitter in there. Oh my gosh, yes. This is Castor with the gold glitter in the black, which I want to dress like this. Seriously. If you don't know, my entire room is done like a film noir. So I have old Hollywood type stuff all over. If you've seen my headboard in some of my videos, you might have guessed that. I also have my Alfred Hitchcock thing above my bed. But I decorate with some of my crochet hooks. I can put a picture here. And these are my Furls hooks. These are my cookie and cream hooks, and also my wooden hooks because they go with the sepia tones in my signed picture of Myrna Loy. But I honestly think that Castor and Pollux, I should get more, and I should have a whole collection in half and half. Wouldn't that be awesome? Half Pollux, half Castor. That may have to happen. Seriously, that may have to happen. I don't know. Furls, what have you done to me? All right. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Please keep making more hooks. I wouldn't be upset if you made a dark teal with some gold in it. Maybe for Scorpios? Just saying. And last but certainly not least, probably the hook I use the most, the Odyssey. So the Odyssey is amazing because you can use it for anything. There's only one rule. Don't use it with a scratchy yarn. So be careful with some yarns that have the metallic thread in there. Test it first. If it feels scratchy to you, don't use it with that hook. It can hurt the finish. Some wools can be a little bit aggressive. Some hemp yarns can be a little bit aggressive because it does have a really nice finish and you don't want to hurt that finish. Then of course the aggressively scrubby yarns that are made for dish scrubbies and stuff, don't use that. So I don't have a real problem with that. I don't like using the scrubby yarn. I'm allergic to wool. Hemp is not a good idea for me either. And yeah, I don't use the scrubby yarn, so we're good. But I'm just warning you, that is pretty much their only rule. You can use these for anything, and I highly recommend them for amigurumi. They are great for amigurumi. They save my hand so much pain. I can crochet for hours with these guys. These are amazing. So I showed you before, they are balanced. That is to help you, and it does some of the work for you, like this. So you don't have to take your entire wrist and stuff to do this every time because the hook does it for you. It's really nice. What do I use it for? Everything. Everything. I use it for garments. I use it for plushies. I use it for decor. I use it for pillows. I've made a lot of pillows for my father. Back pillows. Yeah, anything. Anything, anything. They can be used with cotton. Not scrubby, but cotton. They can be used with cotton. They can be used with wool. Be careful. Make sure that the wool is soft. They can be used with, obviously, acrylic. Anything really. So Odysseys are amazing. They are the only hook that I've shown you that have weight to them. So some people don't like how heavy it is. Some people's wrists are really, really sensitive to that. and I totally understand. I didn't think I'd like it either. It did take a teeny bit of getting used to, but after about the first row, I was good to go. I figured it out. I figured my groove, and I use these almost exclusively. So now you want to see all the colors that come in. I don't think I have a discontinued color, but don't quote me. Now, the one thing about Odysseys, they sell out all the time. And when they get them back in stock, it's a limited supply. They're working on that. Every single live that they have, if you watch the lives, they talk about that they're working really hard to try and get more colors, more options, you know, more stock. And it's not an easy process, guys. Give them a break. Let's talk about color, though. Color? Hello? Yes. Okay. First of all, this is my red hook. And this has the old head and shaft on it. And I will show you the difference and why I really, really like the new head and shaft. So where's a new one? This one is purple. You should be able to easily see the difference between the two. Oh, this one has a new head, but not a new shaft. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, so I'm mistaken. This has a new head, but not the new shaft. This has both. So let's grab an old head with an old shaft. Here we go. All right. So this is blue and this is purple, if you need to know the names. Blue is old and purple is new. Can you see the difference? So if you can see, the new one goes straight for a very long time, very long shaft, and then it fans out. Whereas blue fans out kind of early. This one helps control your tension really, really well. I still like using the old one, but I do prefer the new head and shaft, and I do hope they keep it because it's really nice. Okay, so you just saw two colors. That was blue and purple. One quick note about Odysseys. They have a sticker on the bottom to tell you the size. This sticker can fall off. So, yeah. Still hoping for the day when they actually engrave it in the bottom instead of a sticker, because these stickers do fall off and people get frustrated. So I have a tip for you. When you get a new hook, take a picture of it, use your little editing tool in your phone. I don't know if Samsung's work the same way, or write it down. Write down the color and the size in case your sticker falls off, so you'll always know what size hook you have. And you saw red. So, of course, we gotta go for my favorite color. And yes, I have two hooks in this, and I plan to get more because turquoise is my favorite color. So, turquoise. Yep, they all have a pearly finish, but this one actually looks like a pearl. This one is amethyst. This one is different, and I will hold a purple next to it so you can see the difference. Amethyst is the darker one. It's not black, it is purple. It's really gorgeous. This one is emerald. It's one of my favorites. I like using this particular hook a lot. Look at that green. Isn't that gorgeous? Just says Christmas, right? Like these two right here. Ready for Christmas. I also have some bright colors. I have pink and lime, which I honestly think look really good together. So look at that. Aren't those pretty? I also have peach and mint. Not that I would put them together necessarily, but you know. So we have iris, purple, and then amethyst. So you can see all of the different ones together. Then I have two in navy, and here's the blue, so you can see it next to each other. Okay, this is black. It's a really nice black. This one doesn't have any glitter in it. It's the only one I know of that doesn't have any glitter, but it's still a really beautiful finish. Last but not least, sienna. Isn't that pretty? Very fall. Autumn leaves, very beautiful. All right, so that's all my Furls hooks. so far. Now, let's talk about the cost, because that's a thing people want to talk about. Okay, these are, I believe, $36 each, and the resin are $26 or $24 each, and the wood are between $18 and $24. They are all handmade. They are all inspected before they're shipped out. They have a really great warranty program. I mean, if you break your hook while you're crocheting, they usually replace it. Now, I have a lot of hooks, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of these were gifted to me. So I have some really great family members. Also, I take advantage of the sales, the really big sales. So what are the really big sales? Their big birthday sale. They have it every year. And there's another one coming up in November for Black Friday. That one is huge. Don't miss that one. That one is amazing. They even send you an email. If you're on their email list already, they will send you an email like a week early to get the early bird access to everything. You want to do that, trust me. The Black Friday sale is where it's at. The birthday sale I missed out on last year, but I know that they had a special hook and they had a bunch of giveaways. This year they are going to do a tour of the warehouse, and they're going to have giveaways while they do the tour, so they're going to do it live. So I would take advantage of the sales. Also in December, at least last year, they did 12 days of furls, which is really, really fun. And they have a different deal each day, and it only lasts for 24 hours. But there were some really amazing ones last year, and we took advantage of those and then put them under the tree. So yes, Christmas gifts to yourself is still a thing, okay? As long as you wrap them up and put them under the tree. And if you're a Spoonie and your brain doesn't remember like anything past an hour, you probably won't even remember you bought it for yourself, and it's still a surprise, you know? But it's also a really, really great time to get gifts. I've already taken advantage of some of the other sales that they've already had this year, and I've gotten some Christmas gifts for people, and they will not expect it. So very excited about that. I'm excited to see their faces. All right. The price. I'm paying for quality, okay? I am paying for fewer medical bills. I am paying for, you know, less pain for me. I'm paying for comfort. I'm paying for looks. And I am paying for my product coming out really well. I have not had a Furls hook that has not created something beautiful. So I always think it looks good. My hands feel so much better. I'm team Furls all the way. I do use other hooks, that's true. But I also think that different hooks can help you with different things. So that is why I have so many hooks. But Furls is my number one, and that is why I have so many. Now the colors, I just like a lot of color, okay? I want all the colors they have. That's just me. That is not a need, that is just a want. So, but I highly recommend Furls. Again, they have no idea who I am. I am not affiliated in any way. I don't have any kind of link or any affiliate link or anything. I will put their website down below if you want to check them out, but I don't get anything in return. I just want to tell all of you why I love it, because I've gotten so many questions. So I highly recommend Furls. That was part of my collection. That's my Furls collection. So thank you so much for watching today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. Also, remember to turn on your notification bell so you know every time I post a new video. I don't stick to a schedule, so you want to do that. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and Spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.